Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be picking from the TBR jar for my October TBR. So I'm really excited for this month. There are so many books that I really hope to get to, and I feel like so many like new releases coming out this month as well that I'm like really excited about. So like, I don't know how many of these books I'm gonna get to, but I'm excited about it anyway. I did my first one of these with the TBR jar last month in September, and I had so much fun, and I'm here to do it again. And I also, oh my god, this is really heavy. Here we go. Oh, I should have just moved the camera. Oh well. Anyway, I have a TBR cart now, so I'm really excited about this. I don't have my entire TBR on this cart because I have way too big of a TBR to even begin to fit on here, but I've put like some books that I'm really excited about, or like that I've been like wanting to read sort of like towards the top of my TBR for a while, like the past year. I think this month I'm going to choose 10 prompts, and I don't know if I'll get to all 10 books. Like, hopefully I do, but we'll just have to see. But I think it'll be nice to have sort of like more of an option, or like more variation. So let's start. Okay, so the first one is to do an Instagram poll. So I guess I'll take a photo of my TBR cart actually. No, let's pick two. I'm gonna pick these two and put these two in the poll because I'm really excited for both of these. Alright, so I've done the Instagram poll for those two books, so we'll have to see which one wins by the end of the video. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, it is Books with Nyx, which I'll pop here so you can go check it out if you want to. I do random little polls like that on the odd occasion as well, but we'll do the next prompt in the TBR jar. Alright, so this is two. So this one is a non-fiction. I don't think I've put any non-fiction on here. Okay, so I am going to go with Unbound by Tarana Burke. I have been meaning to pick this one up for ages. I brought it, I want to say like kind of end of last year I got this, but I still haven't read it unfortunately. So this book is the story of Tarana Burke, who is the founder of the Me Too movement, like the original one before it went viral all over the internet a couple of years ago. And I'm just like really excited about this. I think it's going to be a really fantastic read. I'm really excited for this one, so I am excited to give that one a go. Next one. So this one says a graphic novel / comic or manga. Oh my god, I have just the one. Okay, it's not on my TBR cart, but I really want to get to Mob Psycho Reagan. This is like a standalone, I'm pretty sure, in like the Mob Psycho manga. I haven't started the Mob Psycho manga at all, but I got this one just because like I finished the anime earlier this year and it just brings me so much joy. That's like probably my new favorite anime apart from Vinland Saga. Like, it's so good, and so I picked this one up and I still haven't read it, but I'm really excited to just see more about Reagan and like see how he kind of interacts. I don't know if Mob takes like a big part in this, but like I'm okay either way. I love these characters. Okay, so the fourth book. Oh, this one is for a booktuber recommendation. Oh my god, who do I want to go with? Oh, it is Halloween month, and I do buy lots of books based off of Books and Lala's recommendations. I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of my TBR is thanks to her. So, oh, I've got so many. Okay, let's just like pick them up and like see. So I think I'm going to try and choose between these two. So I've got the Between by Tanana Ryudu. I think this is a slightly older book. Like, this was published maybe even like over a decade ago. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so this was published in 1995, which I didn't know when I picked it up, but like apparently this is really good anyway. So this one is about a man named Hilton who almost drowned when he was younger, and his grandmother sacrificed her life to save him from drowning. And then 30 years later, he begins to suspect that he was never meant to survive that accident, and that dark forces are working to rectify that mistake like 30 years later. But then I also have Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. This one I was so excited for last year, and I'm still really excited for it. I just like haven't picked it up for some reason. This one is a horror. It is set under the ocean in a submarine, I believe, and it is about a woman whose wife goes under the ocean and she finally returns from a deep sea mission, but when she returns, like, she's changed. Like, there's something wrong with her that she doesn't quite understand. And I've heard this one is really chilling and like creepy. Oh, they also kind of both like deal with water. I think I'm gonna go with Our Wives Under the Sea, just because like I have been itching to read this for like since it first came out, and I'm just yeah, okay, I think this might be the month I finally read this, and it's perfect as well because it's a horror for Halloween month. Okay, so we're done 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're doing the 5th prompt now. This one is to bookcase 1, shelf 6. So this is bookcase 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bottom shelf right here. All right, let's have a look. Oh, I could go for middle game. This has been on my TBR for like way too long. It is a chunkier book, but it's meant to be incredible. I could also go for How High We Go in the Dark. I don't know. I think this is more of a sci-fi than like a horror. Oh no, I remember reading the synopsis and being really intrigued. So this one is about a recently discovered virus or plague that unleashes and reshapes life on Earth, and it is like adjusting to a new normal. Follows a scientist and a comedian. Apparently, oh yeah, this spans like hundreds of years. This one is supposed to be like fantastic, but then this one is supposed to be really fantastic as well. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is hard. I think I'm gonna go for this one, How High We Go in the Dark. Just because like I have been so intrigued by this. I feel like I could very well be in the mood to read this month. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh my god, I just dropped one. Oh, okay, so this is Something You Don't Know the Plot Of, which is honestly at this point like half my TBR, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like I've known the plot for them at one point, but I have forgotten most of them by now, so I could almost go for anything here. Honestly, I low-key want to go for Magnolia Parks, just because I've heard it's like a toxic, like Gossip Girl sort of vibe, but I don't actually know what the plot is, and I don't know anything beyond that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Magnolia Parks, just because I have no idea what to expect with this beyond it's meant to be toxic and follows like toxic rich kids, and like that's it. So I think I'm going to go with that. And also like I've been itching to read this. I really wanted to get to this in September, but I just didn't have the time. So I reckon this month is the time that I finally read this book. So a new to me author. Oh my god, so many options here. Okay. I really want to read Binding 13, but like this is a chunky book, and like I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time to get through a book this size this month, especially with like a slightly bigger TBR. So I'm gonna put that one back. I'm gonna go for Legends and Lattes, because I think the new one comes out this month or like next month maybe, and I've wanted to read this for so long, and I finally got a hold of this. And I wanted this cover specifically for ages, like the US cover, but I could not find it anywhere. Or the new one in Australia was like the chalkboard cover, which is cool and I get it, but I just really prefer this one with like the D&D characters on there. So maybe it's like a cozy fantasy time, and it's not fall in Australia, but like this might, it's still the vibe, like this book. So oh my god, okay, I'm gonna finally read this book. I'm so excited. 3 more prompts to go. A YA contemporary. Okay, I don't really feel like reading a YA contemporary, to be honest, but Suppose I can. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit, if you could call this cheating. This is still a YA contemporary, but it's not like a full-on novel, and it's kind of like a companion novel, because this is the only real thing that I would probably feel like reading realistically this month. Like, I'm finding myself to be like less and less in the mood for YA contemporary lately, and I still enjoy it, just like not as much as I used to. But I do love these characters. I think this one just follows them as Nick is starting to leave for university, and follows their relationship. And yeah, it's got like cute little drawings and everything as well. And like, I love the Heartstopper graphic novels and show. So I think, yeah, maybe I'll read this one. I think that one's fun. Oh, a cover you love. Oh, this could be so many things. I honestly just want to go for Carissa Broadbent. This is the second book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and I read the first one last month, and last month or in August, I think I read it, I can't remember, but I loved it anyway. For those of you who don't know, this series is a vampire, like fantasy romance series. The first book follows Araya, who is a human. She's shoved into like this tournament, and she has to not only like try and win the tournament as a human, but she has to like survive and do it being surrounded by vampires who want to kill her. And then there's like an enemies to lovers plotline going on, and the love interest, I'm obsessed with him. Like, I love this book so much. Well, I love the first book so much, so I'm really excited for this. But actually, I'm gonna figure out which one of these I need to read first, because I love both of these covers, but I don't know whether I have to read the novella like before this one, or whether I can read them in any order. So it'll be one of these two. I just don't know which one is like the recommended reading order after the first one. So it'll be one of those. Okay, so this is the final prompt. Oh, a mystery or a thriller. Okay, okay. This is appropriate for October. Oh, I know. Okay, I don't actually have like a lot of mysteries or thrillers, but I've just recently picked up The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I am not a huge like mystery thriller reader, and apparently this one is quite good for like people who are new to the genre. So I'm quite excited about it, because I'm hoping that means I really enjoy it, because I don't have a lot of expectations like going into it. Like, I watch a lot of thrillers and a lot of horror movies and stuff, but I don't read them. So hopefully this means that I really like it. So I think this one follows a maid who works for this rich family in a beautiful house, and I think she starts to get a little resentful. I don't know what she does or like what happens. I think this is the perfect read, because I've been wanting to read more mysteries and thrillers and whatnot, because I haven't read a lot of them. Like, I'll read some like thrilling horror and whatnot, but not really like mysteries. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is perfect. Let's see who has won the poll, or what book has won the poll. Oh! Oh! I'm actually so happy. Okay, well, I would have been happy with either, but this one fits October more. So the book that won the poll with 70% of the votes is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehra. So this one is meant to be like a fantasy romance. Honestly, when I picked this one up, I hadn't really seen anyone talk about this. I just thought it sounded really cool, and I really liked the cover. And then I like added it to Goodreads and like looked it up a little bit. And apparently this is like all over TikTok, and I just like completely missed it. Like, I had no idea like how hyped this book was. I think it sounds so cool. It's meant to be like funny as well, and I think it's, oh my god, I'm actually really happy that one won. I'm so happy. Okay, perfect. These are the 10 books that hopefully I'll get to in October. Like I've said before, I am a slower reader, so I don't know how I'll go. But also, like, this is a short book. And then I've got like a manga and stuff in here as well. So I might be able to. We'll just have to see and find out. But I'm actually really excited for this TBR. I think this is gonna be so fun. So they are the books that I'm really hoping to read in October. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. It's also spring here in Australia and not fall like the other side of the world, but if you have any like spring recommendations, like with the weather starting to get a little bit hotter and brighter, please let me know if you have any. I know everyone's asking for fall recommendations, but I need the opposite right now. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what is on your TBR for October. Like what do you have in mind? What do you want to read? Let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.